ahead and get started. So welcome. Today we're actually going to be working on some twisting and rinsing. I've done a lot more of some grounding work and just energizing, and so of course we'll incorporate all of that as well. But for the oil, and I always share essential oils, so if you do have any, feel free to bust them out, pull them out of course, but I have a blend that's specific for digestion. This is called Digize. It's a blend of tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. It's a little more medicinal. It's not a super kind of high energetic vibrational oil, but all of these components are really lovely for a healthy gut and healthy digestion. So as we incorporate this in our twisting today, I invite you just to remind yourself where you're at, kind of check in with where you're at on your gut health. Our gut health is something that's so important to bring our overall health really lovely and sustained, and not only on the physical side and just proper healthy digestion, but it's really great for our mental clarity and our heart clarity as well. So when you have healthy gut health, you will have a healthier overall. I see a comment, so I'm gonna just check in. Okay, awesome. Nice. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Okay, let's go ahead and start. If you have your block or props, feel free to grab it or keep them close by, and of course your water too. And let's go ahead and start in a seated position. So you can grab your block and either sit or your bolster or pillow. Release your glutes out to the sides, your hip bones anchor down. There's a little bit of a pelvic tilt so that your spine, your whole body is in a nice curvature, a healthy lifted spine. And then place your palms face down. Feel your entire spine grow tall and long from the crown of your head. And then take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. And then open mouth, exhale. Let's take two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And last deep breath in. Breathe out. And now as you incorporate your Ujjayi breath, place your palms on your belly. You can I'm sliding my palms in my pants actually. So you can actually place almost like an upside down triangle. Fingertips can point down. It's like you're framing your belly button. And feel your entire spine lengthen long. And as you connect to your Ujjayi breath, start to feel the warmth you're creating, not only from that gentle whisper in the back of your throat, but this Agni, this inner fire that you're creating right at your gut, right at your belly. And as you connect to your breath, your Ujjayi breath, I like to say that you're almost sipping your breath through a really narrow straw. So you're evenly spreading your breaths out from the very base of your breath to the very top, and all the way to the very base of your the bottom. And then you can feel your belly rise and fall. You're connecting to your inner core and this just natural strength of heat and power. And the warmth that you're creating and the connection of your palms to your belly, you're just creating this reminder of a healthy gut, a healthy elimination and digestion. And then mentally, you're just checking in with your gut. You're checking in with how you feel energetically, how your mental body is, how your emotional body is, your spiritual body. And if there's any discomfort, if you're feeling really tuned in, if you're really nurturing and honoring yourself with what you're choosing to feed and fuel yourself with. I know at this time most of us are really cooking for ourselves more than we perhaps ever have. And so what are you inviting into your entire system? What are you offering yourself? Do you need to reassess or remind yourself to connect better or make some different decisions that will overall create more space, more love, more compassion for you. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. And if you need to choose an intention, or if you'd like to, feel free to do so. It might even just be this offering to your gut, your belly, an offering to someone else, collectively sending out health and love and compassion, especially for those who need it more. 1 more breath. And then release your palms. Go and open your eyes, stretch, reach your arms up and overhead, fingertips touch. And let's lean over to your right. Left hip can stay rooted down, start to bend into your top elbow. Just create this side body stretch, and your gaze can reach upward toward your lifted elbow. Inhale, arms lengthen up, fingertips touch, and reach over, lean over to your left. Again, feel the side stretch, the right hip stays rooted down, there's a lift in your armpit. Inhale, arms lengthen up, and then twist over to your right. Left palm can wrap around the front knee. Fingertips can reach behind you. It's a little twerk or twist. Untwist, arms up, and over to your left. And untwist, arms up, and palms down. Good, now take a cow pose in your spine. Heart opens, chest even, throat can open up. And then dome round as you exhale. 1 more. Last. Good, neutral spine. Now draw big circles with your hips. And it's like you're taking these mini cat-cows in between. So you're connecting to your core. You're building that agni. Switch directions. You can even touch your bellies, your palms to your belly. All right. We'll come forward to your tabletop. Stacking your shoulders right over your wrists. Hips over your knees. We'll move through your cat-cow. So inhales to dip your belly, lengthen your heart. Throat can even open up. And then dome round. Tuck your chin. Tailbone tucks. A couple more. Inhale, lengthen. And then dome round. Last one. Really feeling your navel pull in deep toward your spine. Neutral spine. Now curl your toes and draw big circles with your hips way over to one side and then way over to the other. So you're just inviting energy to your glutes, your hips, and then find your center. Go ahead and keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist. Extend your right heel back. Rotate, get into the screen, rotate your right ankle one direction and the other. And then ground into your right palm, opposite fingers prong to the floor. Push down from your right shoulder and extend left arm forward. As you breathe out, draw your elbow and your knee toward one another, dome and round. Re-extend, and then dome round. Last one. Exhale. Re-extend, then bend into your top floating knee. Reach your palm back, grab a hold of your foot, your pants. You can use a strap, push into your front arm, kick and lift up, try to guide your heart forward. Re-extend the arm and leg, and then release it down. Cow pose, dip your belly, heart opens, throat opens, exhale, dome round. Neutral spine, other side, extend left leg. Prong your right fingertips, make sure the left shoulder is stacked over the wrist. Stabilize, extend right arm forward, and then exhale, draw your elbow and your knee in. Re-extend, and then draw around in. Last one. And exhale. Re-extend arm and leg, swim the arm back, grab hold of the foot, the pant, or use a strap. Kick, lift, try to square your shoulders forward. Use your glutes. Re-extend the arm and leg, and release. Cow pose again, dip your belly, and dome round. Neutral spine, walk the knees or the palms back, forward, or knees back. Lift the hips, press back to downward facing dog. All right, so you can walk out your dog or deeply pedal into your knees or your feet. Make sure your fingers are spread wide, your toes point forward. It's as if there's a strap wrapped across your hips. Your tailbone is its highest peak and the energy of your arms are rolling back. The thighs are lifted up and off from your knees. And your navel pulls in. 2 more deep breaths. And on your inhale, lift, reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up through your hip and draw your big circles in and out. Square your hips, gently step it through to low lunge. Lower to your back knee lowers. Rise up, modified crescent lunge. Interlace your fingers on top of your front thigh, pulse your hips front to back. Make sure your back toes are curled under, option for more stability. Then find your lunge, lengthen your arms up, and palms come through heart, revolve crescent gently over to your right. So left elbow can wrap around the front knee, softening the top shoulder back and down. And untwist, warming up. Release your palms, half splits. Travel your hips back, flex through your front foot, lengthening your sternum, heart forward. Now left palm or fingertips down on a block or floor, reach right arm up towards the sky. Rotate your top wrist one direction and the other. Reach, stretch your arm forward, crawl forward to your low lunge, back knee lifts. Round through your back toes, again, bottom palm down, right arm up. Release down, gaze forward, big step forward, left foot meets your right into ragdoll pose. Knees can bend a whole lot, nestle your pinky fingers in your elbow creases and sway a little bit from side to side. Relax your neck and your head. Release left palm down again, bend into your left knee, reach right arm up towards the sky, charge through your right foot, knife edge of your pinky toe, creating a stretch from the IT band up through your glutes. You might take a half bind, top palm to the low back or inner left hip crease. Re-extend, release it down, switch sides, bend into the right, lengthen through your left. Pull your navel in, lengthen through your sternum, your spine, tailbone, option, top palm to wrap or inner hip crease. Re-extend, release it down, palms to hips, knees can bend. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to center, to standing. Stretch, reach your arms up and over to Tadasana, palms to heart. Inhale, arms up. And fold forward, bow forward, Uttanasana, knees can bend as much as you need to. Halfway lift, heart forward, either palms to shins at first, nice tabletop spine. Plant your palms, step back to plank pose. In plank, shift forward an inch, you can lower to your knees, chaturanga, shift another inch forward. Come all the way down to your belly, elbows graze past your ribs, come all the way down. Tops of your feet stay rooted, gentle cobra. Back of your neck nice and long, elbows point back. Exhale, release your chin, curl the toes, push to plank or tabletop to plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Inhale, reach left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip, draw your big circles in and out. Re-extend, square your hips, step it through to your low lunge. Back knee lowers, back toes can curl. Rise up, modified crescent, pulse your hips front to back. Opposite interfinger lace on your left thigh, shoulders soften down. Feel the stretch along your right quad, hip flexors. Find your lunge, stabilizing your legs, arms lengthen up, palms through heart, a gentle twist to your left, right elbow to the hooks to the outside of the knee. Broadening through your collarbone, softening the top shoulder, back and down. 2 more deep breaths, again stimulating the Agni through your gut, your digestion. And untwist, arms lengthen up, push into the front leg, travel your hips back for your half splits. Almost bow toward your front leg. You can scoot your toes forward a couple inches so that the right hip stays stacked over the knee. Track the heel back, right fingertips down, or in the block, left arm opens up. Good. Twirl your top wrist, one direction, the other. Stretch, reach your arm forward, release it down, crawl forward to your low lunge so your knee stacks over your ankle. Again, right palm or fingertips down lightly, left arm up. And release down. Gaze forward, big step forward, right foot meets your left, and bow down. This time half lift in your heart and then fold as you bow. Palms to hips, knees can bend, rise, come all the way up as you inhale, arms up and over to Tadasana, and exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms up, and then we'll interlace your fingers, so I'll face forward. Take a steeple mudra, feet stay at hips width, micro bend in your knees, and spread your hips back so you're not super tucked under, you're not super arched. It's right about in between. And we'll tick-tock from side to side. Allowing your biceps to frame your ears, trying to squeeze the heels of your palms closer toward one another. Find your center, and then we'll reach up and over to your right. Your shoulders, hips stay squared forward. We're not trying to allow the right hip to jet forward. Think of someone holding you nice and snug on both sides of your hips, and even your throat can open up just a little bit. Come back to center. Reach up and over to your left. Tucking through your left bottom shoulder. Equal space from biceps to ears. And stand tall. This time interlace your fingers back behind you, either opening your elbows, right, and then drawing them close in, so it's about right in between. Now bend your knees even more and elevate your heels up and off. So you're in like a really super curvy S-curve. Your heels are lifted. Feel like you can bounce. Empower your glute muscles to do a lot of the work rather than just your thighs, and we'll reach over to your right. Tuck through the bottom shoulders, so it's like a side bend, opening through your intercostals, inviting a gentle twist, even a gentle heart opener. Come back to center, reach over to your left. Same thing, lengthening through your side body, inviting your twist. Come back to center, reach, stretch your arms out, heels stay lifted. Root your heels, stand tall, inhale. Open your heart and your mouth, cactus arms. Inhale, rise. And fold forward, bow forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And plant your palms. Try to step your opposite leg back that you don't normally do to plank. And we'll do full chaturanga. If you know it, feel free. You can always modify, of course, or skip it completely. This time we'll shift forward and inch down lower, just halfway. Elbows bend into your ribs at about 90 degrees. Upward facing dog. So the shoulders stack over the wrists. The thighs are lifted, legs stay strong. Heels roll toward one another energetically. And then exhale, press lifted back. Downward facing dog. Couple breaths, breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, gaze forward, bend the knees, step, hop, or float to the top, and halfway lift, and exhale to fold. Raise all the way up to Tadasana, and palms to heart. Widen your feet, hips width distance, palms to your knees or your thighs, so your feet point forward. Cow pose on your spine, allow your hips to spread back, throat opens, then dome round into your cat pose. Breathe in, so again, opening the heart, drawing energy through your gut, digestion, intercostals. And rise, arms up and over. Now open twist to the right. Try to keep your knees nice and level, opening through your chest and your heart. Scoop down, come back up, and over to your left. Scoop down, come back up. Now feet can touch. A little sliver space in your heels, sink down, lower palms to heart, prayer twist over to your right. So the left elbow hooks at the outside of the knee. Soften the top shoulder back and down. Option stay here if it feels good. Bottom palm can reach. Right arm can lengthen up, making sure your knees are level. One more breath. Come back through center, arms up. Palms through heart, prayer twist over to your left. The right elbow hooks. Soft top shoulder softens down and away. Choose any arms. Use more glutes rather than just your thighs. 2 more breaths. And untwist, arms up. Fold forward, bow forward, Uttanasana. Tilt your feet, hips width distance. Peace finger your big toes like little hooks. Half lift, lengthen. And then fold, bow your elbows out. Chin curls in lastly. So you're using the strength of your biceps, softening the shoulders. Couple more breaths. And release, palms to hips. Slowly rise, come all the way up to center. Stretch, reach, arms up and over. Tadasana. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, bow down, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. This time step your left leg back to low lunge. Stack your front knee over your ankle, feet stay hips width. Ground, rise up to high lunge or crescent lunge. Lean your torso forward a little bit. Try to make room for your low back so you're not totally arching, you're lengthening, you're empowering your back glutes. Again, open twist to the right. This time, back palm behind left hamstring. Exalted warrior. Tracing the top fingertips towards the sky, spreading your shoulders forward as best you can. And as you exhale, the left elbow hooks to the outside of the right knee. Revolve crescent. If you need to lower to the back knee, feel free to do so, especially if you're feeling ungrounded or wobbly at any point. Or create the straight line either from the back knee or up through the back heel. Choose any arms here. You can open the arms to fly, half bind, top palm can wrap, inner hip crease, full bind. One more deep breath, arm variation slowly release, and release, frame your front foot, pyramid variation, hips to the sky. Again, you can micro bend the knees, you can flex through your front foot. Find your low lunge, gaze forward, spring forward to a gentle standing split, so 1 or 2 steps can get you there. Feel free to use your block, your floor, fingertips to the floor. You can wrap palm around the ankle or the shin. One more breath. And release, left foot meets your right, and bow down. Feet, hips with distance, flip your palms up towards the sky for gorilla pose, sliding your palms underneath your feet. So your toes kiss the creases of your wrists. And then half lift to lengthen, and then fold to bow forward. Couple more breaths. All right, release your palms. Palms to hips, knees can bend. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Stretch, reach, arms up and over. And exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms up. Tadasana, exhale, fold forward, bow, Uttanasana, and halfway lift. This time your right leg steps back to low lunge. Again, feet at that hips width, preparing for your high lunge, crescent lunge. Knee stacks over ankle, arms can frame your face. Again, check in that your hips stay level. You can lean your torso forward a little bit. Back knee can lower, of course, if you're feeling a little ungrounded. It's all about the foundation, so find that first and then open twist to your left. Back palm behind the right, exalted warrior. Framing your shoulders or fingertips, lengthening up towards the sky. And as you exhale, the right elbow hooks to the outside of your left. Palms to the heart, revolve crescent. Again, finding your twist and then matching your breaths with your twist and then choosing any arms, whether you open them to fly, half bind, or full bind. Couple more breaths. Arm variation, slowly release. Frame your front foot, pyramid variation, just releasing your hamstrings. Again, you can micro bend the knees, deeply bend, perhaps flex through your front foot. And find your low lunge, gaze forward, spring forward to that standing splits. Like you're stepping on the wall behind you. Either fingertips can support, frame. You can work on that balance. You can use your block. 2 more breaths. And your right foot meets your left, bow down. And halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to Tadasana. And palms to heart. Inhale, arms up. Fold forward, bow, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And plant your palms, step back to plank. We'll flow through your chaturanga. Again, choose your version, up dog or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and open mouth, exhale. One more deep breath. Let it go. And this time, inhale, reach right leg up to the sky. So a little bit of core, kiss your knee toward your nose, dome round. Re-extend, building that agni, that little twist, knee to left elbow, maybe tricep or tap it. Re-extend. And knee to right elbow or tricep. Re-extend. And step it through to lunge. Back foot anchors flat, about a quarter turn, preparing for warrior one. So rise up, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Palms can start at hips or start to frame your face, finding the lunge in your front leg and allowing your back thigh to internally rotate. Checking in with your shoulders, your low back. Now thumbs in. And from your downward dog, we'll take a deep breath in and an open mouth. This time, inhale, reach right leg up to the sky. Step it through to lunge. Back to your warrior one. So back foot anchors flat, arms lengthen up. Again, encouraging back thigh to roll forward. You should feel pretty warmed up right now. Now, straighten out your front leg. Back hip faces forward and walks forward just a couple inches. Now feel free to grab your blocks or get your blocks handy. We'll lengthen your arms up. We'll send your hips back, your fingertips forward, creating a straight line from fingertips through your tailbone. And then slowly release, palms down to frame the front foot. Back heel sets should stay rooted. You can always micro bend in your knees if that feels better. It should feel really good and open in your hips. Curl your chin toward your chest as you dome out. And then find that half lift in your heart. Place your left palm underneath your face. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. So revolve pyramid. Back foot roots, the heart lengthens up. You can even prong your fingertips. All right, so upper body stays as is. Gaze down. You can take your block with you. Revolve half moon, so your back heel lifts. You're engaging through your back left glutes. You're turning and rinsing from the mid-spine. Arm reaches upward. One more deep breath. And release back to your standing splits. You can chamber the knee behind your right for a moment and extend heel lifts. Either working on one or both palms around the ankle or the shin. And root into your palms, chamber your back knee behind your right as you slowly come down to a seat. For a gentle twist. So if you need to sit on your block, pillow, whatever you do, especially if you're feeling rounded in your upper body, do so. Flex through both feet, and if you need to extend the bottom leg forward for your knee, as I do, go ahead and do that. Lift through your chest, heart, right palm back behind you. Left arm opens up, hook left elbow to the outer knee. Rinse and twist. And untwist, counter twist to your left. And come back to center. Go and extend your legs forward. And you can actually shake out your legs, release your glutes. And we'll go ahead and lift your knees up, taking boat pose, Navasana. So your shins can be parallel to your mat, lifting to your heart. Either stay here supporting your legs or release the palms up. You can stay here or extend your legs. Support your knees, whatever you need to. Couple breaths. And then low boat, we'll just hover. You can tuck through your tailbone, doming out your upper body. And we'll come back up. Full boat. Couple more low boat. And back up. Last one. And full boat. And if it's comfortable for your spine, we'll rock back and forth. Couple rounds. And on your cross your ankles, plant your palms, step or hop through a vinyasa. And we'll lean down dog. Deep breath in, open mouth. Last breath. And inhale, reach left leg up to the sky. Step it through. Back to warrior one. Pin your back foot. Rise up. Frame your face. Should feel pretty warmed up again. Now straighten out your front leg. Back foot walks forward a couple inches to keep your shoulders and your hips squared forward. You can get your block handy, and then with a tall, straight spine, you'll hinge forward, sending your tailbone back. Arms framing your face. And then slowly release. Palms frame your front foot. You can curl your chin in, massaging your throat, thyroid. Place about 20% of the weight into your front leg. Just to square your hips. You might feel a little shift. And then half lifting your heart. Right palm underneath your shoulder. Revolve pyramid. Left arm opens up. You can start left palm to left hip as well as you turn from your rib cage, stacking your shoulders. Making sure you're not collapsing and doming, so really using the blocks, the props as you need to really elongate, like your whole torso. It's just one long tube. It's all connected, straight, strong. Now gaze down. You can take your block with you. You might lunge, micro bend your front knee to lift back foot up and off. Revolve, half moon. Back heel lifts. Reaching, lifting from your right glutes, opening through your chest and your heart. One more breath. And release to that standing splits. Again, you can chamber the right knee if you need to square your hips even further, and then you might go deeper. You might work on that balance. One more breath. And the right knee chambers behind your left, like that little curtsy, as you slowly come down to your seat. So the left leg now stacks over your right. Make sure your right glutes are rooted down. Again, you can sit on your block or bolster, but lift from your chest, your heart. If you need to extend the bottom right leg forward, you can. Left palm back behind. Right arm opens up, hook elbow to the outer knee. And begin to rinse. You can take a mudra. Couple more breaths. And a counter twist over to your right. And we'll come back to center. Unravel your legs. We'll take Baddha Konasana, so soles of your feet touch, knees butterfly, and just lift from your chest. Take like a right in between stance, so no feet super far apart or away or really close, about right in between. Release your glutes, lift your chest, and with a flat spine, hinge forward. Tuck your chin so the back of your neck stays long. And slowly rise. We'll hug the knees in toward your chest. Take a couple of rock and rolls the front and back, and we'll lift as it's comfortable. And we will move through your vinyasa, or you can skip it. Choose your own. Cross your ankles, plant palms, step or hop it through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in, and let it go. Inhale, reach right leg up to the sky. Step it through to lunge. Back foot spins flat. Or rise back to warrior two. This time, straighten out your front leg. Preparing for a triangle, so your back hip faces forward just a little bit. Separate your arms, reach forward until you can't reach any further. And release right palm to your shin, your block, the floor. Left arm opens up. Choose any arms, whether you stay here, top palm can wrap, bottom arm can float. Lots of core, or both arms can frame your face. Arms back to that 12 and 6 o'clock. Like you're pulling yourself up, round, rise, come up to center, to standing. Parallel your feet. Back to your prasarita. Separate your arms or choose any arm variation. You can interlace the fingers. You can reach for opposite elbow or reverse namaskar. Lift up from your heart, your chest, and then hinge forward as you bow forward. Now with your head below your heart, you're inviting all this fresh serotonin, fresh oxygen into your brain, giving you a boost. That healthy, happy hormone will slowly release your arms and then find that half lift and then fold. So I invite you to choose any upside down play, arm balance, or inversion that you would like. You can stay here, head below your heart, you're doing just that. You can move on to crow pose, bakasana, handstand, hops, tripod headstand. I will talk you through your tripod headstand. And so from a wide stance, tripod, it's as if you're really making this 90-degree bend in your arms, right? So the crown of your head touches the floor. Walk your palms back a couple inches so that you can see your shoulders and your elbows at about a 90-degree angle. Your chin tucks in a little bit. You can stay right here. This is great, making contact with the floor. Or start to walk your feet in. You'll feel more pressure on the crown of your head, now rooting to your palms. Now you can stay right here, or gently rest your knees behind your elbows, your triceps. Should feel pretty comfortable and stacked right here. Now you're engaging through your core. You can stay here, or slowly start to rise, lifting your toes. Making sure you have that lightness in your whole body. It shouldn't feel like too much is crunching. There's a lot of connection to your palms, your arms. If you'd like to slowly come down, you can widen the palms. And we'll find that prasarita again, that wide stance. So find that half lift, and then hinge. This time half lift in your heart, and then we'll spin your left toes out a quarter turn. Twisted wide triangle, so the right palm down, or on the outer knife edge of your foot, ankle, left arm up. Your hips will shift a little bit. You should feel a nice stretch in that outer glute, IT band. If it feels okay or better to bend or micro bend your knees, again, just do that. Slowly release, find your center again, we'll switch sides. So right toes out a quarter turn, torso toward your right, left palm to the block, the ankle, outer pinky toe, right arm up. So again, rinsing, mid-spine, torso. One more breath. And release, find your center, half lift in your heart. Steer your right toes forward, come into your low lunge, ground your palms, sweep right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. And we'll sweep knee toward right wrist for your pigeon. So left toes point back. If you know it's better to go to your back or wedge your block, please do so. Square your shoulders, square your hips. You can stay up tall or come down to your elbows or your forearms. Breathe through your low back, breathe through your glutes. You might flip your palms up towards the sky, just staying open to receive, to check in with your gut again, your digestion. And we'll slowly rise back up to your palms, root your palms under your shoulders. Curl your back toes, sweep, reach right leg up and back again, three-legged down dog, bend the knee, open up through your hip. If it feels good to flip your dog, round the toes, open your heart, right palm can extend, lengthening across your belly, and re-extend right palm down, right foot extends, and downward dog. Optional vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, and downward dog. Your left leg lifts, And step it through to lunge, back foot anchored, warrior two, back to warrior two. And straighten out your front leg, moving on to triangle. So again, your back hip faces forward a smidge, separate your arms, reach forward and release left palm to shin, block floor, right arm up. Grounding through your legs, opening across the front, top, hip, groins, psoas. You can choose any arms. Top palm can wrap, both arms can frame. Arms at that 12 and 6 o'clock, round and rise, come all the way back up. Parallel your feet. And this time, last time, either interlace fingers, reach for opposite elbows, or reverse namaskar. Lift up from your chest, your heart, and hinge forward as you bow. And then release your arms, half lifting your heart. We'll spin your left toes forward, low lunge to the front, ground your palms. Last time you sweep left leg up and through, and pigeon, knee toward left wrist. Each side's a little different, so accommodate as you need to, making sure your knee is comfortable. Your back toes are pointed directly behind. You can always wedge the block again if you need to. And we'll come on down. Or if you're taking your variation as I need to, so left leg can cross over your right, if that's too tight on your knee and your hips. Or if you're just soaking or nurturing an injury, and being really gentle with yourself. Alright, and then we will slowly rise back up to your palms, or you'll find yourself there, as you will slowly sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open up through your hip. You can stay here or lay, flip your dog. Checking in with the side, this shoulder, opening through your heart, chest. And untwist. Three-legged down dog. And downward dog. Final optional vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth. Last deep breath in. Let it go. Gaze forward, bend the knees. Step hopper, float it through to a seat. Releasing your glutes. And flexing through your feet or micro bending in your knees. So you can hinge forward to grab a hold of your feet. And release, flip your palms up. Let's slowly lower all the way down. One vertebra at a time. Once you're down, stretch your arms up and overhead. Lengthening your legs and your arms. Take a full belly breath in. Let it go. Hug your knees in toward your heart and your chest. Take little circles, massaging low back one direction and the other. Cupping your palms over your knees. You can open up the knees out nice and wide. And switching directions. Extending your left leg long. Gently tugging your right knee in toward your right shoulder or your armpit, and rotate your right ankle one direction and the other. Supine twist, guide your knee over your body, right shoulder concealed down, gazing to the right. And taking time again to honor your twist, to honor your gut, your digestion, and your breath. Using your exhale to gently draw your knees back into center. We'll switch sides, extending your right, hugging your left knee and rotate left ankle one direction, the other. And then guiding your knee over to your right supine and Opening across this entire outer left glutes, opening across your chest and your heart. And allowing your breath to match your twist. So the inhale is creating that length as if your spine is being pulled in opposite directions, and the exhales rinsing out, flushing out, decreasing toxicity, increasing blood flow. Hug your knees back into your chest, your heart. We'll ground your feet toward your glutes, close to your glutes, so your fingertips touch your heels. We'll ground your feet at hips width. Bridge pose, peel your pelvis up and off as you ground through your feet, shuffling your shoulders in a whole lot. You can interlace fingers underneath, opening through your chest, heart, really trying to invite the inner spiraling of your thighs, the rootedness in your pinky fingers. One more breath. Gaze stays fixed upward, and there's a little space from your chin to your chest and a light pressure from head into your mat. Strengthening your neck, heels lift, release the bind, slowly lower all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Feet wider than your hips, about mat's width distance, knees fall into touch. Flatten your low back as if you're tucking your tailbone under so the whole low back is flat. And then open your knees, feet stay at that mat's width distance, knees drape over to your right. Bottom right ankle wraps over your left thigh, gazing to your left. So you can root into the inner arch of your left as you either invite arms to cactus arm. You can open across your chest, but you're feeling that nice stretch across the outer left groins and the hip flexors. Slowly come back to center, feet stay at that mat's width, knees drape over to your left. Cross bottom left ankle over right, gazing to the right, tucking through the tailbone again, inner arch of your foot continues to kind of create that gentle tug, that gentle lift through your right groins. And slowly release, come back to center. Happy baby, stacking your feet over your knees. Knees can reach wide. Try to rock your tailbone forward. So if you're finding your hips lifting, you might wrap your palms around your ankles or your inner hamstrings so that you can rock your glutes downward towards the floor. You can straighten or straddle one leg or another. And then hug your knees in toward your heart. Give yourself a nice loving embrace. Take a deep breath in and release to your final pose, Shavasana. So feet can stay as wide as you like. You can totally starfish out. Shuffle your shoulders in a little bit to lift your heart. Tuck your chin so the back of your neck is long. Allow your eyes to close. And allow every muscle of your body to become heavy and relaxed. And take a couple or as many cleansing breaths as you can to fully let go of your breath control. And with each natural exhale, you allow yourself to just float into your own authentic meditation. To feel yourself surrendering to a quiet and an internal peace within. Allowing every part of you to become still and relaxed. And with this stillness, you might even visualize your belly again, your gut health. You can even place your palms in that triangle, either framing your belly button or a little lower toward your pubic bone. And just taking one more reminder of your gut, of your belly, of your digestion, of your small and large intestines, of your stomach, and your organs that facilitate comfort that facilitate energy and vitality. You might even visualize your intention you create at the beginning of your practice, whether it's sending off that health, that healing for those who need it, especially right now. And I invite you to stay here for as long as you can, really. If you are ready to reawaken, gently start to deepen your breaths. Begin to reawaken your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers, rotating your wrists and your ankles. Stretch your body long, arms overhead, toes. Reach forward, take a full belly breath in. Let it go. Bend into your knees and roll onto one side in a supported fetal position. And just touching the earth. Really just sending off gratitude for what our earth is providing for us right now, especially as we move inward, as we can learn from the earth's cycles and seasons, as we can nourish ourselves from what the earth provides in all of our food. And with that intentional awareness of your belly, your gut, your energy, your vitality, I invite you to slowly rise up to your seats. You can sit on a block bolster as you need to. We can make sure you have that really tall, healthy, lifted spine. We'll stretch your arms up and overhead. Connect your palms to your heart, bowing toward your bright heart in honor of your heart connection and your ability to love yourself more, to authentically love others. And palms up to third eye as you check in with your insight, your intuition, wisdom. And palms up to the crown, connecting to our higher source and trusting this process. And we bow to the earth. With love and light, I thank each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Of course, drink a lot of water. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones, and for those that need it, of course, let's keep on sending it out in the virtual world as we can, and as you just start to really take that constant care with yourself. There's no really better time if you can right now to do it. If you want to re-up on your oil, of course, do so. And thanks for flowing with me today. I will be here again next week. All right, so have a good one. I'm gonna re-up. I'm gonna check in some comments. I'll see you guys.